PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
I'm James Spann. This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Monday, the 5th day of October. And boy, what a soaking rain overnight. Every square inch of the state getting a big soaking. Let's look out the window this morning with the Skycam shots, and you can see that it's cloudy and drizzly. That's the Birmingham shot looking south from the top of the Daniel building. Low clouds are hanging over the city. Pretty much the same deal from Gadsden. Little light rain, low clouds, cool. Readings are in the 50s. And from Selma, that's the historic Edmund Pettus Bridge crossing the Alabama River. There's the upper chart, big upper low out there out west. That'll produce some mountain snows for those folks. And around here, we have the deeper moisture beginning to pull away, so we think that the rain and the drizzle should end this morning. But I'm not so sure we see a lot of sunshine later today. There's the surface chart, and you can see the deal. We got this warm front down to the south. The weather we have this morning, very classic on the north side of an advancing warm front. It's cloudy, it's cool, it's drizzly and rainy. And again, that's going to be a slow process. So even though the bulk of the deeper moisture is off to the east now with that short wave, we think the day will be generally cloudy with highs in the 60s. But tomorrow, as the warm front is north of us, we'll be pushing 80. It'll be a big difference. Convective outlooks, there's one risk day, and that's tomorrow, day 2. A slight risk of severe weather from the Texas Hill Country over toward the Mississippi Delta. And there could be some strong storms later in the week along the way in some spots, but it's hard to define right now. It's just a very tricky and changeable pattern. Rain for the next 5 days, valid through Friday evening, 2.5 inches for much of Alabama. And by golly, we got a lot of that last night. Tuscaloosa set a rain record for the date yesterday with 1.81. In the tropics, we should note they did name that North Atlantic system Grace. I'm not so sure that's a classic tropical storm. It's really not, but I guess kind of a judgment call. And we've got that wave in the middle of the Atlantic. We'll keep an eye on that as it progresses on to the east, but no sign of any organization for now. Modeling, this is the OZGFS at 1 o'clock today. Big trough is out west, a warm ridge just south of here. I mean, I know that it was a cool, wet day yesterday, but we'll break out into much warmer weather a couple of times this week. There's the surface chart. You can see that little shortwave has moved off to the east. So the rain will be ending this morning, but again, the sky should stay generally cloudy for the rest of today and tonight ahead of that warm front. Now, tomorrow, the warm front should be north of us, and we think the day will be dry, but I say dry, mostly cloudy, but there might be a shower or storm in there in the afternoon, especially if we push 80. And maybe even a strong storm, but again, there's not a lot of dynamic forcing, so much of the day should be dry, but we cannot rule out the chance of a few widely scattered showers or storms. And then Wednesday, here comes a surface front passing through here, and that should be a day with a pretty good chance of showers and storms. And look at the push of cold air coming in from Canada, 1,040 millibar high over the Northwest Territories. That's cold. Thursday, really interesting battle here between that polar vortex over Canada and a very warm summer-like ridge over Florida. That's a 594 ridge down there. And then there's a deep trough back over the southwestern states. What does it all mean? Well, I think that's going to be a day where we hit the low 80s, maybe mid-80s in spots with the ridge. A partly sunny sky. That'll be more like August instead of October. But look at the cold air spilling down into Montana. Big snowstorm likely up there. Going to be like the dead of winter. And in between the warm air we have and the cold air they have, a storm system cranking up around Trinidad, Colorado. And then Friday, everything gets pretty active here. The surface low moves northeast, cold air floods southward. And again, that is very cold for the season up there. But for Alabama, it looks like the ridge holds. So Friday, there could warm, muggy, maybe a shower. And then Saturday, the front eases in here, and the problem is it's going to stall out. So the weekend looks a little showery at this point. We know about those, don't we? So Saturday, we'll mention a chance of showers and maybe a thunderstorm. And Sunday, the front is parallel to the upper air winds. It's going nowhere. Very cold air up north, not allowed to move down here. So cloudy with a good chance of showers and storms, especially for the southern two-thirds of the state, south of US 278 or south of Gadsden and Cullman. That's the way it looks now. And then a week from today, Monday of next week, looks like we might have a chance to actually dry out there, but it's going to be an interesting and challenging week in the forecast office, no doubt about that. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.